Hello humans and animals alike, this is Dylus, and welcome to the finale of Mother. So, like I said before, I grinded my levels up to more than you really should. Level 38 is when Ninten is able to learn his final Psi ability, which I haven't actually learned yet, but it'll come within a few battles or so. So I think I'd just do the battles in Magicant, just to save myself a little pain. And Anna earns her last Psi ability at level 35. I'll be going over these Psi abilities right now. So, yeah, Ninten now knows, not sure if I mentioned Life Up Gamma, like if he learned that during the grind. I think he did. Anyway, he's learned Power Shield, so that's pretty nice. Oh yeah, he's also learned Super Healing. He learned Super Healing at level 35, so if you think you might need it, if you think Anna's just too frail, then you can grind to level 35 to boost, to make it so Ninten can revive party members as well as Anna, or if he needs to revive Anna. So that's really nice. Now for Anna, she's learned a bunch. She's learned Life Up Omega, which completely heals all allies, but it costs a ton of PP. I think it's actually the highest PP cost, except for PK Fire Omega. I don't quite remember. But anyway, let's see, what else did she learn? Yeah, she learned Freeze Omega. I talked about that, I believe. No, I haven't. PK Freeze Omega deals 50 to 80 damage to all enemies. The Satanias could use them. I think she learned Fire Gamma before, and PK Fire Omega is the most lethal Psi ability, as it kills all enemies instantly. You don't ever really have to grind enough to use it, and it costs a lot of PP to use. But the option's there. PK Beam Omega is also super lethal. It deals between 100 and 240 damage to all enemies. It is like a nuke, honestly. It's so powerful. And I believe that is it. Alright, so all that's left to do is to get that last Psi ability. And I guess I'll also talk about the enemies that I had to fight. I'll show them in a clip, a sort of montage right now. So, the first new enemy that I've encountered during my grind session is Susie, known as Wana in the EarthBound Beginnings localization, in honor of the licensing department's director. So Susie is capable of unleashing some very deadly Psi abilities, like PK Beam Gamma, PK Fire Gamma, PK Thunder Gamma, and it's just a lot to deal with. And if she's paired with a nuclear robot, you're best off just running away, because that is just too deadly. The nuclear robot can heal Susie up to full, and trying to take out the nuclear robot will weaken you, as Susie will try to take care of you with PK Fire Gamma and other things. So, yeah, it's an extremely deadly combination that you probably are just best off running away from. The second new enemy is called the Star Miner. Star Miners are special in that they are the only enemies that drop super bombs. And this is the only way you can get super bombs in the original Japanese Mother, I believe. So, I'm not sure if it's really worth your time to grind for a super bomb, though, because, well, they're with dangerous enemies. They are a part of, like, a dangerous encounter table, so I wouldn't really recommend it, but, otherwise, they're just hardier versions of the bombers that we've encountered in Duncan's factory. Nothing too spectacular. And the last enemy that I fought was the Last Starman. The Last Starmen can appear in groups of 4, and that's when things can get really dicey. Just like other Starmen, they know a variety of PK beam attacks. They can use Psy Shield, so you want to be careful. If you have Eve in your party, just guard all the time. It'll definitely save you a hassle. You could also use PK Beam Gamma on one of the Starmen if you're afraid that it'll use PK Beam Gamma on whoever doesn't have the Franklin badge. So there's that. And with that, that is pretty much everything. So we see as we advance beyond the tombstone, we see there's a rock that's blocking the cave over there. We can't really do anything about that yet, so with that, yeah, let me just show. We have learned all 8 melodies, so we're going to sing those melodies to Queen Mary. Let's use the Onyx hook and go right into Magic Hand. So, before dealing with, before visiting Queen Mary, make sure that you have finished all your business in Magic Hand. Okay? Let me actually heal up. Let's actually end this, adventure with a toast. So, while this is going on, there is actually one thing that kind of glossed my mind. If you were playing the Game Boy Advance version of this game, when Eve is destroyed, she will give you, alongside the melody, an item called the Memory Chip. What that does is that when you use it, it teleports you straight to Eve's location, whether it be at the peak of Mount Holy Lowly, or if it's by the Hermit's house. I forgot to mention explicitly, if you go to the Hermit's house with Eve in your party, you'll encounter the R7038XX over there. That's why I did not want to go to the Hermit's house, because I would lose Eve when she would be much more helpful higher up the mountain. Alright. Let's see. I really don't think there's anything else I need. I never used the flea bomb. That's kind of a shame. I did use the slime generator off-screen, but it never worked, unfortunately. Must be trying it on the wrong enemies. Hey, it's been a while. It's been a while since we've heard this music, too. Show me the wisdom of the world. Tell me the secrets of the heart and the sweet mysteries of love. Let me hear the melodies you've learned. Yes, that's it. That's the song. Oh, Gigas. I loved him as if he were my own child, too. He would always wag his tail as a baby. I would sing him a lullaby, but then... Oh, George! This is your wife, Maria! I know you've been waiting. I'm on my way to join you in heaven now. So, Queen Mary was actually our great-grandmother Maria all along. Once Queen Mary finished speaking to Ninten, she disappeared into the wind. And then the land of Magican itself vanished without a trace. Magican had actually been an illusion born of Mary's consciousness. So, yeah, in case you couldn't tell with all the hints that I've basically given throughout my visits in Magicant, this was indeed a dream world. And we are teleported to this XX stone here. Now, with Magicant gone, we are not able to use the Onyx hook anymore. And as you can see there, the rocks have moved out. Alright, let's see if this is the, yeah, let's, do that. Oh, by the way, while I was grinding, when I, like, decided to abandon Eve a little partway through, feel free to spam PK Freeze Gamma. It works wonders on pretty much all of the enemies here. If your enemies can fight dirty, so can you. No, we didn't learn it. I'm just gonna make sure I learn it. Lastborg and Gigaborg. This is where I'll use Psy Shield Beta. And, yeah, the Lastborg is more threatening, so I'll target with Freeze Gamma on that one. Oh, Thunder Gamma! Okay. Yeah, good thing we did, Psy Shield. Alright, let me try Defense Down, see if that works. You know what? You have the honor of being the guinea pig for the Flea Bomb. Ah, that didn't work. That probably means the Flea Bomb won't work either. but we'll see. Yeah, it didn't work. Bummer. Oh yeah, notice on the battle menu, we now have the option to sing. You'll want to remember that for the final battle. Yeah, you know what, just doing freeze gamma is the best way to go. It's so economical! What can I say? There we go, Ninten learned his final Psi ability. Life Up Pi. So yeah, it's nothing spectacular, but there we go, that's every Psi ability. Yeah, let's heal up a little bit. We don't have to be at full HP. Alright, let's go into the cave then. Dramatic ambience. What the? They're humans trapped inside capsules. It's too dark to see much. But aren't you that girl from the church and Snowman? Anna, was it? Your mama's being held in a room in the back. But you can't save us right now. You gotta find a way to deal with the mothership first. Mothership, huh? The mothership brought us to the top of the mountain, and when we came to, we were stuck in these things. Please do something. Alright then. Sorry for that. The emulator kind of skipped a little there. By the way, I think you can encounter enemies in this place, but it hardly ever happens. Okay then. Let's go. Gigas suddenly attacked. Alright, so we want to start off with Psi Shield Beta, of course. Okay, I'm just going to give you a heads up. You can't fight Gigas right now. Just have everybody guard for now. Ninten, I owe a great deal to your family line. You can't grasp the form of Gigas' attack. It seems to be, I think Gigas' attack, it might be, like, somewhat beam damage? I don't exactly know. But anyway, Gigas, is very fast. He may get the first attack in every turn. So, yeah, I'm gonna use Life Up Pi a bit. Maria, George's wife, raised me when I was very young. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Yeah, let's do that. While George stole vital information from our planet and tried to turn against us. So, yeah, you can't grasp the form of Gigas's attack. What that means is, well, his psi abilities are beyond comprehension. He is more advanced than us feeble humans, so... And now their descendant is bent on hindering our plan again. Ninten, I am referring to you. Okay, now, I'm going to, check. Actually, I'll have Anna check. Now leave! May you be destroyed with the rest of the disgusting Earth people! What do you have against us? From somewhere, Ninten heard Queen Mary's voice.
You can't beat Gigas with brute strength. I doubt any weapon can defeat him. But the lullaby... Maybe the song I used to sing to him can stop him.
Yeah, that is supposed to be your hint that, the way to defeating him would be to sing the lullaby. But I'll tell you, you can't sing right now. You have to wait for his speech to end. You're too weak to do anything. You're mere insects to me. Ninten, I'm willing to let you, and only you, live. Board the mothership with me. I've made too many friends along the way to go alone. Then you can perish here with your friends and all the other hideous Earth people. Okay, this is where the speech ends, and now we'll be able to do something with, Gigas here. We'll start singing, and, by the way, there's going to be a screen effect that could be quite an eyesore, so I'll try to lighten it up in the video a bit to save your eyes, if they haven't gone already with some of the other flashing. So yeah, we'll have a bunch of our party members singing. Of course, we have to keep our HP high, so this battle is basically an endurance round. Ninten sang. Stop singing! Lloyd sang. Stop singing! Yeah, seems, you're having trouble with that, huh? Yeah, Gigas is pretty fast. Ninten can get the first turn sometimes, even at level 30, but, it's not very common. Stop singing! We're gonna keep doing it anyway. let's see, what else can we do? So, while this is going on, the whole thing about, Gigas here, some people might think this is kind of familiar to a certain other character in another game. This character is basically very similar to the character Mewtwo from the Pokemon series. You Earth insects, shut up! Stop singing! Both characters have a similar anatomical structure and possess unmatched psychic powers. They both despise humans for reasons related to scientific endeavors. In fact, some of the staff who made the Mother games also were involved in Pokemon, especially Ape Inc. Stop! Which became Creatures Inc. later on. Alright, I believe this is the last, you have to sing at least 9 times to, defeat Gigas here. Singing! And by the way, in EarthBound Beginnings, his name is localized as Gigu, which is closer to his name in Japanese. Lloyd, sing with all your heart! Stop! Oh, no, it's actually 11. I was wondering if it was 9 or 11. I must be thinking of another game. Sorry. Alright. Everybody, sing with all your heart. Let Gigas know that there are ones worthy of love in this planet. All right! How could I be defeated by this song? Someday, I will return and make you... Ninten, we will meet again. How nice of you to heal us up. And so, Gigas and the entire alien race's plan has been foiled. At least, for now. Wow, that mothership really is ginormous. And now we have an epilogue here. Anna is reunited with her mother as the rest of the freed people exit the cave. Teddy, his health fully recovered, is now a popular singer at the live house. Woo! Go Teddy! The abducted grown-ups return to their children in Easter. You did great, kids. Yeah, you did great for, like, running the town while everyone was gone. Anna says, I promise I'll never forget you, so I won't say goodbye. Just till we meet again. Lloyd returns to a hero's welcome at Twinkle Elementary School. Yay! Lloyd's a hero now! He's no longer a weakling. Welcome home, Nintendo. We're so glad you made it back safe and sound. You must be famished. Oh, a letter from Nintendo. I miss him so much. I hope we could get together again soon. That smile is a little unsettling after, like, the neutral face the whole game. Well, now that the Earth's crisis is finally over, I think I'll just lie down for a moment And that is the end of Mother / EarthBound Beginnings. For some, this game is frustrating and hard to play, with somewhat bare-bones graphics, the need to grind, and confusing plot progression. It's certainly a product of its time, but I think looking past that, it's amazing to see how much thought was put into this game. In fact, with the soundtrack and Encyclopedia Mother, it became more than just a game. It was an experience that no other game had really done before. It connects with the player in many ways. Things as small as asking the player for their name and comparing what happens in a video game to real life can enhance what would otherwise be a pretty average RPG. Not to say that that's a bad thing. Anyway, I didn't actually say this before, I don't think, but Shigesato Itoi, the man behind Mother, was a celebrity in Japan. He had a variety of occupations and appeared in a bunch of media. A game made by a celebrity of this caliber would typically put me off, because I wouldn't think celebrities knew or even cared about video games. They'd nowadays probably do it to jam a political message down our throats. But this game doesn't do that. It is a project filled with love of Dragon Quest and other RPGs. Shigesato Itoi was actually quite a big Dragon Quest fan. The game also had witty humor and some worldly experience poured into it. The soundtrack in this game is also stellar for an NES game. I've sung my praises for it. You got a variety of genres represented, and it's amazing how one can show all that on such limited hardware. I love the cast of characters and their stories. I think this game's great. That said, however, I don't think I can recommend this game to anyone except hardcore impatient RPG players. If you're used to games of the last few generations, you will find this game slow and painful. The combat is also basic and the dungeons unforgiving. If you have Nintendo Switch Online, you could give this game a try along with many other NES and Super NES games. You can also get it on the Wii U eShop, but you'll have to act fast, as the eShop will close on March 31st this year. Nintendo really doesn't like game preservation sometimes. Alright, so, Hey! The game's acknowledged me! Yeah, the game wanted to thank you. That's why they wanted to ask for your name. Anyway, Ape Inc. you see over there, that formed into Creatures Inc. later down the line. So, yeah, they made the Pokemon series, and you'll see that that's pretty much how Mewtwo and Gigas are kind of intertwined. Oh, and yeah, I guess yeah, like I said, the world is safe for now. So, with that, before I head out, I want to explain the George Maria Gigas scenario a bit to try and clear up any sort of confusion. So, in the early 1900s, George and Maria were a married couple who lived in the town of Mother's Day. But one day, a giant mothership came and abducted the couple along with some other adults all across America. The spaceship traveled to the edge of the universe. Then George and Maria and others were suddenly living with aliens. It is unknown what the aliens were planning to do with the so-called Earthling scum. George desired to escape from the aliens and go back home, and 2 years after his abduction, he successfully returned to Earth. He didn't tell anyone what happened, possibly having PTSD from the whole ordeal. He went right home and researched psi, a crucial element in the aliens' plans. He wrote a diary that his great-grandson Ninten would use, and he made a secret laboratory in Mount Holy Lowly, and created Eve for the inevitable event that the world is at stake. He supposedly spent his final days there and was buried at the peak of the mountain. So yeah, that entity, that black crystal that was talking to us, yeah, that was George. That's how he knew our great-grandmother. Meanwhile, Maria encountered a baby alien named Gigas. She was probably distraught from her husband leaving, but taking care of Gigas like a mother takes care of a baby brought her some solace. She sang lullabies to him, and he would always wag his tail at the sight of her. However, Maria eventually died, and Gigas was left alone. Many years later, Gigas grew up and became a leader of his alien race. He'd cast aside his feelings for Maria and any good thoughts of humankind with it, so as to lead another invasion on planet Earth. I imagine Maria, knowing the intentions of the aliens, could not sleep in peace, so her soul became stuck in limbo and soon created a dream world called Magicant. If someone somewhere were able to answer her prayer, she could happily move on to the afterlife with her husband George. And so Ninten was able to grant his great-grandmother's wish and thwart the aliens' terrorizing plan. That's what I wrote down for myself to try to explain what George and Maria and Gigas was all about. By the way, I know some of you are probably cringing and think that the actual pronunciation is Gygas, not Gigas. Honestly, Gygas sounds a little cooler, I'll be honest, but I'm pretty sure it is meant to be pronounced Gigas because of how it derives from the original Japanese name, which is Gig. So, yeah, that's why I pronounce it Gigas and not Gygas. Alright, so with that said, that's it. That's the end of Mother / EarthBound Beginnings. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough as much as I did. And, as for what's going to happen next, I'm going to be taking a break for a while. The next semester is coming up, and I kinda just want to take it easy for a while. So, yeah, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to be taking a break for a while. I'm hoping still to get that, discussion about Pokemon eventually. And I want to cast aside my feelings for that. Yeah, I believe that's everything I have to say. So stick around for my next playthrough, whatever that may be. I have some plans in mind, and honestly, I'm getting a little tired of researching for games when I just otherwise want to have fun playing them. But, I guess that's what you do as a content creator, even if it's not my job and it's just a hobby. So anyway, that's enough for me. So, with all that said, thank you for watching. This is Dylus signing off. See you next time.